Hello. I don't know why I said it like that, but we had the Pocono Cup race today. I expected it to be good, and it was awesome. Except the outcome, the winner, another Toyota won. Shocker, shocker. Everyone thought it was going to be either Bush or Kevin Harvick. And throughout the entire broadcast, the analysts couldn't shut up about the championship four, like the final four. Like, we're not even halfway through the season and we're talking about the final four? Really? Oh, who's going to be the fourth one? Oh, it's going to be Larson. It's going to be this guy. I'm like, can we make it to the end of the regular season first before we assume who's going to be in the final four? Because a lot can happen between now and November or the start of the playoffs. Because Larson, his track record in the playoffs is not good. Just saying. They always talk about him every single year that he's in the playoffs. Like, oh, he's going to be in the final four. He's going to Homestead. He gets in the playoffs and he epically fails. Wrecks, engine failure, spins out, whatever. It's like clockwork. He can never make it through the playoffs at all. So, I guarantee you by the playoffs, he's not going to make the final four. I guarantee you. Guarantee it. So, anyway, that was annoying. I kept saying, like, top three are Bush, Harvick, and Truex. Basically a typical lineup from, like, last year. So, but the second half of the season, you guys watch. The Chevys are going to be dominating. They already looked like the last couple weeks they were, like, just kicking some ass. They were running in the top 10 today. The Hendrick cars, holy cow, they kicked some butt today. I gotta tell you, Jimmy was looking fierce. He was looking strong. He was looking fast. He was battling like I knew he would. The old Jimmy is back. Not to the winning ways yet, but he's back to running in the top 5 and top 10 for multiple weeks. Last week he finished in the top 5, and this week he got a solid top 8 finish. Chase got a top 10 after coming back through the field from doing a pit stop. And I'm going to get to them, and this gets to my next topic. People keep bitching about Alan Gustafson, his crew chief. They kept questioning why he didn't pit during that one caution. Sorry. My jaw hurts right now. Even with a top 10 finish, people are screaming the same damn thing. Fire Allen. Fire Allen. I can do better. I'm like, majority of you say that? No, you can't. You're not qualified. You're not smart enough to be on the top of the box like he is. He's won with many other drivers. So, just because he hasn't won yet doesn't mean he's a bad crew chief. Like, same with Bowman. He hasn't won a cup race yet, but Greg Ives is a good crew chief. He's won with Dale Jr., for the love of God. And he's won in the Xfinity Series with Chase. So, and don't even get into that, because Greg Ives is not going to be his crew chief. It doesn't work. Series are different. So, back to what I was saying. Alan has won with Jeff and a couple other drivers. So, give it some time. Chevys are still working on their speed, and they've gotten way better. Larson was, of course, the dominant Chevy of the week. He finished second. for like the third time this year. Um, excuse me. Whew. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Chevys. Bowman was running really well up until like the last stage, like with I think it was like 30 to 20 laps to go. Hamlin, of all people, why does he have it out for the Hendrick drivers? I don't know. First, him and Jimmy have issues quite often. He turned Jimmy last week, but he managed to get top 5. Jimmy got top 5. This week, Hamlin wrecked, thank you God, but he took and damaged Bowman's car in the process. I'm like, of all times, Bowman was running good last week, and I think he had issues. No, it was Byron last week had issues, but he was running well. This week, Bowman was running in the top 10, going for a solid top 10 finish. We would have had 3 Hendrick cars in the top 10 if it wasn't for Hamlin. Mr. Rex-a-lot. Yes, I am fired up right now. Plus, I just had a cup of coffee. So, he had damage to the back of his car and ended up being 27th, but he got stage points. I think in the second stage, he got a stage point for finishing 10th. Jimmy and Chase got stage points in the first and second stage. And Chase finished 10th, obviously. He had a super fast car today. Even in his tweet he sent out like a few hours ago, or 3 or 4 hours ago, said that was like the best race he's run all season. The speed was there, the handling was there. It was just on it today. That was more than a top, like a 10th place finish. It could have been better, but if he didn't get shuffled back on that one restart, then it would have been different. But we had nothing going, nothing for those top 3 or 4 cars, because they obviously had more speed. But don't count out the Chevys. They are coming, especially Hendrick Motorsports. Byron was running really well. He was up in the top 10 for a little while. Bowman, of course, was up there. 3 of the Hendrick cars finished in the top 10 in stage 2. Chase, Jimmy, and Bowman. So that was refreshing to see. Kevin Harvick won a stage. Who won another stage? Martin Truex stole the first stage from Harvick. So it was Harvick, Martin Truex Jr., and then Truex won the race. Good for him. Second win of the year. He hasn't been as dominant as people thought he was going to be coming off a championship run last year, but it's just Ford has stepped their game up a bit and are taking over. So Blaney started on the pole. He every week he runs super, super well. Fast cars. Granted, he's in a Penske car. Ford, so it's not going to be a big shocker. He finished 6th today. I think he was passed by, I don't know who he was passed by, but he was passed by his teammate Keselowski, he's been struggling a bit this season just to find some speed and balance inside his car. But Penske group is looking strong. Logano was looking okay, but I don't know where he finished. He's been kind of on the down low lately. Other than that, it was a super good race. We had like 3 or 4 wide action. We didn't get really any contact cautions until late in the race, like the final stage, where basically a no-name driver spun out. Casey King went out of the race with mechanical issues, I believe. Bubba missed a shift and tore up his engine, so he did not finish the race. Hamlin wrecked out, and Jones right after that wrecked out on right on the restart. Like he just got turned around by Logano. And it's funny, Logano actually said apologize to the 20 because I didn't mean to turn him, which I commend him for because he owned up to that. He said it basically was his fault. Anyway, Chase moved up in the point standings. Toyota and Ford have taken over the first 14 races. Truex and Busch obviously have been the dominant cars week in and week out. Harvick is yet to win at Pocono, so he's like 0 and like 30 something, like 35 at Pocono. I thought it was gonna be like last week where Kyle hasn't won at Charlotte, but he won in like dominating fashion. So before I ramble on too much, we're going to Michigan next week. Then they have a week off for Father's Day. All the teams deserve a week off because running like crazy. Then they go to Sonoma, which I'm not. Granted, I'm not a fan of road courses, but people seem to love them. But I just don't enjoy them. I just think they're kind of meh. But who knows? This one might be good. I didn't get to watch the Sonoma race last year because I was in San Diego. On my way to San Diego as the race was starting, so Harvick won that race in like dominating fashion at the end. He was like leading 7 to 8 seconds above everyone else. So we'll see how that turns out. Michigan, one of the fastest tracks on the circuit, and Larson is going in there as the favorite since he's won there the last 3 times in a row. And Chase has finished there 3 times in a row. Both times last year, and I think it was, yeah. Other than that, I feel good about the Chevy's chances next week. We can get a win. Get her back in the win column because we haven't won since Daytona in February, and we're now in June. So it is late here, so I'm gonna head off. Got a long day tomorrow. Well, not long day, but busy day. I've worked 4 straight days. I'm exhausted. This girl wants some sleep. And yeah, well, if anything comes up that needs to be talked about, ranted about, I will come back. But until then, hope everyone has a good Sunday night. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys later.